Sometimes we never get our goals and dreams accomplished because we're being a long ranger. We just won't get the help. We know we need the help. We kind of want the help, but we kind of want to be like cheap on getting the help. So we're like, okay, I'm gonna Google everything. That's gonna be my claim to fame. I'm gonna just Google it and see if I can find out. Well, tell me how that's working for you. Constantly and consistently upgrade your mind, your information intake all the time. Because information changes the seasons of your life. So you have to constantly be upgrading your information and upgrading yourself. You got to soak up knowledge. You have got to make a stop. So it has to become a part of your regimen at least once a month to go by a bookstore. Okay? If that's not on your radar, it's not a normal plan of yours, you're going to have to change that. Because this is going to cost you, not taking in information, not reading, not sitting down. And then it just can't be any old information. It needs to be the right information in the direction of your dreams and your goals. You can't read a whole bunch of information that has nothing to do with your destiny. And then think that you're going to, on the other side of this, you're going to amass this wealth and increase in your life. So you got to spend time soaking up information and knowledge. You know, there's so many ways you can get information now today. You can get Nooks, and you can just listen to it. You can put it on play, and your Nooks can read to you. I have Audible on my phone, so that all while I'm traveling, I can have books. I have like books in 3 different places. Like I have my library books, then I have my books on my phone, then I have my books in my Nook. So that I have them in 3 different places. But you have to constantly be taking in information because information is so important to your success and increase. It's so amazing sometimes when I come by people and they tell me, I want to make so much money in my industry, I want to do this, and I'll say, well, what industry you're in? And they'll say, I'm in this industry. And we'll start having a conversation, and I'm not in their industry. But they don't even know about the latest stuff that's happening in their industry that they want to make millions in. How are you in the hair industry and you don't know the latest, you don't even know the latest talk about your industry? So you're going to have to get your nose from out of the ground. You're going to have to look up, and you're going to have to look around you, and you're going to have to gather information. And then you're going to have to get information from other people as well. You're going to become a student. You got to stay teachable, learnable, coachable. So you want to look at other people and not just to take their ideas, but look to see what they're doing, what's out there, what's happening, so that you become an information sponge. You got to hunt and gather for information. Certain things you'll have to hunt for and gather for. Some of your biggest next idea is going to be found in a book. And then you got to value yourself enough to not be too cheap to not buy the information. Do not just go sit at, I don't even know where libraries are now, but don't go sit just at libraries and read the book and leave it. Some books you need to own. Become an investor of books. Magazines in your industry. We're talking about wealth and wellness. You say, I'm not spending that. Oh my God, these magazines are $4.95. Do you know magazines, they've done all the relevant research for you? They're up to date. They got to be up to date month by month. All right? So you want to make sure online, looking at different people's blogs and that's in your industry. And then be a celebrator and not a hater. When you come across some good information of somebody else's, or somebody else is really doing good in something that's similar to what you want to do, celebrate them. Don't say, why them, not me? Why not me? Why them? When you see it, celebrate it. You can't have what you can't celebrate. So don't just go and look at it. Don't be like, I can't look at it because it makes me all frustrated. It reminds me of how far behind I am. You'll never get ahead when you can't celebrate. So look, observe, celebrate, comment, talk to them, say something, all right? Number 2, failure to get a coach. This is huge. This is huge, especially since coaching is on an uprise right now like never before. Sometimes we never get our goals and dreams accomplished because we're being a long ranger. We just won't get the help. We know we need the help. We kind of want the help, but we kind of want to be like cheap on getting the help. So we're like, okay, I'm gonna Google everything. That's gonna be my claim to fame. I'm gonna just Google it and see if I can find out. Well, tell me how that's working for you. If your claim to fame is, I'm going to get super successful by not spending any money, I'm going to just get everything for free, all the free classes I can take, all the free webinars I can attend, all the free Google searches I can do, everything free, and that's going to be how I'm going to get wealthy. I want to show me all the people in here that are super wealthy, and you Googled your way to it. Oh, no hands. Oh. Nobody can put their hand up? All right. Well, then, we know that philosophy is not working. So you need to get some help. You're going to have to get a coach. You got to get somebody in your life. You got to always stay teachable. Now, what is so incredible about this is that it does not matter what level you feel like you're on or if you feel like you arrived, that the top people still have coaches and mentors. The richest people in the world have coaches. And they pay to be in masterminds. Rich people pay to mastermind. It's amazing. It's amazing that we want to be wealthy. We want to have amazing lives. But we think it's going to come on the cheap, and it's not. You have to pay the price to be in the presence of people who can see the purpose on the inside of you and pull it out. People can see something you can't see in yourself. And then, my goodness, you got to invest in your advancement. And make sure that when you do pay the price, that you pay for it to be in groups of people that like you. People that want to see you really succeed. That want to help you. Coaching is relevant. That's why I do it. That's exactly why I do. I'm telling you, I would have stopped coaching a long time ago. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of mind power and work and creativity, and you got to keep being relevant and keep being on the cutting edge. But I know it's a calling. It's not just a job for me. It's not about just trying to get money, because a lot of coaches out there ain't getting no money. So it's not about that. It's a calling. It's because I really want to see people's lives changed. So you got to make sure that you get with somebody like that. And you want to make sure that you find it don't have to be me. But whoever you find, you better find somebody who's really invested in you and your advancement as well. Now, some of us won't invest to advance, but we'll invest to impress. We can't find no money to help ourselves get ahead. And when the time is clicking, the clock is ticking. Time keeps going on. So we just, time is adding up. Another year. Oh, I'm going to do it next year. I'm going to do it next year. So you keep losing years before you take out the time to really do it. So you won't invest. You're just like, I don't need no coach. I don't need no this. Okay. So you're just waiting. You won't invest to advance, but you will invest to impress. Okay. I'll invest to make you think I'm wealthy, but I'm not going to invest to really be wealthy. To show up looking like I'm wealthy because I got the latest purse. All right? So you can think I got it going on, but ain't nothing in it, honey. So you got to make sure where your investment going. I'll invest to have a conversation so I can say I did it. So we can have a conversation about it. We can have a good talk about all the fancy stuff I did. Woo, I did this, I did that. I did this, I did that, but there's no real wealth attached to it. So we'll invest to impress. You have to make sure that that's not what you've been doing. Like, make sure you're not making investments to impress, but not investments to advance. So you want to start spending your dollars where it makes a difference. We had one of our girls, Cheryl, who came to a conference just like you guys right here. But Cheryl joined my coaching program, Success Mastery. And she had been on her job for years. She came in, she said, look, I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want my own business. I want to be able to quit my job in 1 year, and I want to be able to start having, do therapy and working with clients, and she could do websites, all kinds of stuff. She said, I want to be able to do that, and I want to be able to do it from my home. She's like, I'm scared to pay somebody because I never paid anybody to help me my whole life. She was like, but I'm going to take the leap and I'm going to do it. She's like, what do you suggest I do? And I said, I suggest if you're going to do it, go all in. If that's what you really want, then get in the program, but don't get in this program with me and play games. Because I'm not showing up to play. So when I show up for you, then you show up for me. And if we show up for each other, then I promise you that your life will be different in 1 year. Well, we're going to let Cheryl tell it herself.
I was in the graphic and web design business. I had quit a job to start my own business. I had to go back to work. I wasn't making no money. But I was doing that part-time for like 10 years. I had a mindset that was keeping me stuck financially. That's like one of the major things that I was dealing with. I didn't want to spend no money. I didn't want to get no help. I was a bona fide do-it-yourselfer. I could figure it out myself. I was stuck financially because of my mindset. I was in business for 10 years, not making any money, so what I couldn't make in 10 years, I made while I was a Success Master. I had my first month where I had $10,000 a month in sales. I increased my social media from about 300 to over 3,000 on Facebook. My other ones grew as well, but this was my biggest increase there. And then my graphic and web design clients at least doubled. And this is the big one. I said goodbye. You look better gone to working for somebody else, building their dream. And now I'm working full-time building my own dream. I couldn't do 10 years ago because I didn't know what I was doing and didn't know to find out what I needed to do. Today, I'm able to go for it, work my business full-time, and I have no regrets. I have no doubts because I know that I have it.
Okay? So she was like many of you here. She was sitting here, she heard me talk, and she, had never made an investment in her life. And she said at first she was sitting there thinking, I'm not going to pay nobody no money to help me build no business. But in 10 years, in doing her business, she had to work a job and do her business and wasn't making no money. Her first month coaching me, she was in it for 30 days. And in 30 days, she made more than she made in 10 years. And it constantly increased. And just last year, when she came to one of my tours, Cheryl just got back to coaching with me. So she just came back because she's ready to up-level again. And so I'm telling you, people need coaches to move the needle in your life. Number 3, not modeling the masters. This is another thing that happens that causes us to miss our wealth, is that we don't model the masters. Successful people leave clues. And so successful people model other successful people. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel on everything and model the masters. Who are the masters in your arena, in your field, and what you're doing? Find who those people are. That's a prototype for you, and model the masters. Model what they're doing. Model their setup. Model it. Don't steal everything. Just model it, but model the masters. Sometimes we see a master person in an area, and we don't want to model anything about them, but we want all their accomplishments. Some people in their life, they succeed on purpose just to leave clues. And when people do leave clues for you in different arenas, honor them.